Let's wobble. Let's wobble. Beautiful people. I'm trying to make sure my shirt is straight. I'm looking at the camera. Okay. Take it up here, shift it around in the chair, then the shirt look crooked. When I look at myself, okay. I just want to make sure I look decent, presentable. All right, beautiful people. Today it is Tuesday, December 24th, 2019. Day 27th of year 2. Did I say day 27th? Day 27 of year 2. Or the 27th day of year 2. But anyway, we are in Exodus 29, 30, and 31. Okay, so today we are reading more about the details and instructions that Yahuwah is giving them for the priests, for the altar, and also for the Sabbath day. All right, so let's start Exodus chapter 29. And this is the thing that thou shalt do unto them to hallow them, to minister unto me in the priest's office. Take 1 young bullock and 2 rams without blemish, and unleavened bread and cakes, unleavened, tempered with oil, and wafers, unleavened, anointed with oil. Of wheat and flour shalt thou make them, and thou shalt put them into the basket, and bring them into the basket with the bullock and the 2 rams. And Aaron and his sons shall bring unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shalt wash them with water. And thou shalt take the garments, and put upon Aaron the coat, and the robe of the ephod, and the breastplate, and gird him with the curious girdle of the ephod. And thou shalt put the mitre upon his head, upon the holy crown. And thou shalt put the mitre upon his head, and put the holy crown upon the mitre. And thou shalt take the anointing oil, and pour it upon his head, and anoint him. And thou shalt bring his sons, and put coats upon them. And thou shalt gird them with girdles, Aaron and his sons, and put the bonnets on them. And the priest's office shall be theirs for a perpetual statute. And thou shalt consecrate Aaron and his sons. And thou shalt cause a bullock to be brought before the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron and his sons shall put their hands upon the head of the bullock. And thou shalt kill the bullock before Yahuwah by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And thou shalt take the blood of the bullock, and put it upon the horns of the altar with thy finger, and pour it upon all the blood besides the bottom of the altar. And thou shalt take all the fat that covereth the inwards, and the caul that is above the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and burn them upon the altar. But the flesh of the bullock and his kind and his dung shalt thou burn without the camp, burn with fire without the camp. It is a sin offering. Thou shalt also take 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands upon the head of the ram, and thou shalt slay the ram, and thou shalt take his blood, and sprinkle it round about upon the altar. And thou shalt cut the ram in pieces, and wash the inwards of him and his legs, and put them unto pieces, and unto his head. And thou shalt burn the whole ram upon the altar. It is a burnt offering unto Yahuwah. It is a sweet savor, an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. So burnt offerings were not eaten at all. They were completely burned up to nothingness. They burned completely away. Nothing but ashes left. And thou shalt take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands upon the head of the ram. Then thou shalt kill the ram, and take his blood, and put it upon the tip of the right ear of Aaron, and upon the tip of the right ear of his sons, and upon the thumb of their right hand, and upon the great toe of their right foot, and sprinkle the blood upon the altar round about. And thou shalt take of the blood that is upon the altar, and of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it upon Aaron, and upon his garments, and upon his sons, and upon the garments of his sons with him, and he shall be hallowed, and his garments and his sons' garments with him. Also thou shalt take the ram of the fat, and the rump, and the fat that covereth the inwards, and the caul above the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and the right shoulder, for it is a ram of consecration. And 1 loaf of bread, and 1 cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer out of the basket of the unleavened bread that is before Yahuwah. And thou shalt put all in the hands of Aaron, and in the hands of his sons shalt thou wave them for a wave offering before Yahuwah. And thou shalt receive them of their hand, and burn them up upon the altar, and for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor before Yahuwah. It is an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. And thou shalt take the breast of the ram, of Aaron's consecration, and wave it for a wave offering before Yahuwah, and it shall be thy part, meaning it shall be thy part for them to eat. It's their portion of meat to eat. And thou shalt sanctify the breast of the wave offering and the shoulder of the heave offering, which is waved, and which is heaved up of the ram of the consecration, even that which is for Aaron, and that which is for his sons. And it shall be Aaron's and his sons by a statute forever from the children of Yisolele, for it is a heave offering, and it shall be a heave offering from the children of Yisolele of the sacrifice of their peace offerings, even their heave offering unto Yahuwah. And the holy garments of Aaron shall be his sons after him, to be anointed therein, and to be consecrated in them. And that son that is priest in his stead shall put them on 7 days, when he cometh into the tabernacle of the congregation to minister in the holy place. And thou shalt take the ram of the consecration and seethe his flesh in the holy place. And Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And they shall eat those things wherewith the atonement was made, to consecrate and to sanctify them. But a stranger shall not eat thereof, because they are holy. And if thou art of the flesh of the consecrations, or of the bread, remain until the morning, then thou shalt burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is holy. And thus shalt thou do unto Aaron and to his sons according to all things which I have commanded thee. 7 days thou shalt consecrate them. And thou shalt offer every day a bullock for a sin offering for atonement, and thou shalt cleanse the altar when thou hast made an atonement for it, and thou shalt anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days shalt thou make an atonement for the altar, and sanctify it, and it shall be an altar most holy. Whatsoever touches the altar shall be holy. Now this is that which thou shalt offer upon the altar: 2 lambs of the first year, day by day continually. The other lamb thou shalt offer at evening, and with the 1 lamb 1/10 deal of flour mingled with 1/4 part of a hin of beaten oil, and 1/4 part of hin of wine for a drink offering. See right there, I'm like, they're about to fry some chicken. Although it wasn't chicken, I'm just saying they got oil, they got wine, they got the meat. And the other lamb thou shalt offer at evening, and shalt do thereto according to the meat offering of the morning, and according to the drink offering thereof for a sweet savor, an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. This shall be a continual burnt offering throughout your generations at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before Yahuwah, where I will meet you, and speak there unto thee. And there I will meet with the children of Yisolele, and the tabernacle shall be sanctified by my glory. And I will sanctify the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar. I will sanctify also both Aaron and his sons to minister to me in the priest's office, and I will dwell among the children of Yisolele, and will be their God. And they shall know that I am Yahuwah their God, that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them. I am Yahuwah their God. Exodus chapter 30. And thou shalt make an altar to burn incense upon, of shittim wood shalt thou make it. A cubit shall be the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof. 4 squares shall it be, and 2 cubits shall be the height thereof. The horns thereof shall be of the same. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, the top thereof, and the sides thereof round about, and the horns thereof. And thou shalt make unto it a crown of gold round about. And 2 golden rings shalt thou make it. And 2 golden rings shalt thou make to it under the crown of it, by the 2 corners thereof. Upon the 2 sides of it shalt thou make it, and they shall be for places for staves to bear it withal. And thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And thou shalt put it before the veil, that is the ark of the testimony, before the mercy seat that is over the testimony, where I will meet with thee. And Aaron shall burn thereon sweet incense every morning when he dresseth the lamps. He shall burn incense upon it. And when Aaron lighteth the lamps at evening, he shall burn incense upon it, a perpetual incense before Yahuwah throughout your generations. Ye shall offer no strange incense thereon, nor burnt sacrifice, nor meat offering, neither shall ye pour drink offering thereon. And Aaron shall make an atonement upon the horns of it once a year, with the blood of the sin offering of atonements. Once in a year he shall make atonement upon it throughout your generations. It is most holy unto Yahuwah. And Yahuwah spake unto Massa, saying, When thou takest the sum of the children of Yisolele after their number, then shall they give every man a ransom for his soul unto Yahuwah. When thou numberest them, that there be no plague among them. When thou numberest them. Let me read that again. When thou takest the sum of the children of Yisolele after their number, then shall they give every man a ransom for his soul unto Yahuwah. When thou numberest them, that there be no plague among them. When thou numberest them. Okay. This they shall give every one that passeth among them are numbered, half a shekel after the shekel of the sanctuary. A shekel is 20 gerahs, and half shekel shall be the offering of Yahuwah. Everyone that passeth among them that are numbered from 20 years old and above shall give an offering unto Yahuwah. The rich shall not give more, and the poor shall not give less than half a shekel, when they give an offering unto Yahuwah to make an atonement for your souls. And thou shalt take the atonement money of the children of Yisolele, and shall appoint it for the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, that it may be a memorial unto the children of Yisolele before Yahuwah, to make an atonement for your souls. And Yahuwah spake unto Massa, saying, Thou shalt make a laver of brass, and his foot also of brass, to wash withal, and thou shalt put it between the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, and thou shalt put water therein. For Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet thereat. When they go into the tabernacle of the congregation, they shall wash with water, that they die not, or when they come near to the altar to minister, to burn offering made by the fire of Yahuwah. I read that too fast. I'm going to read verse 20 again. When they go into the tabernacle of the congregation, they shall wash with water, that they die not, or when they come near to the altar to minister, to burn offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. So they shall wash their hands and their feet, that they die not, and it shall be a statute forever to them, even to him and his seed throughout their generations. Moreover, Yahuwah spake unto Massa, saying, Take thou also unto thee principal spices of pure myrrh, 500 shekels, and of sweet cinnamon, half so much, even 250 shekels, and of sweet calamus, 250 shekels, and cassia, 500 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, and of oil, olive, and hin. And thou shalt make it an oil of holy ointment, and ointment compound after the part of the apothecary. It shall be an holy anointing oil. And thou shalt anoint the tabernacle of the congregation therewith, and the ark of the testimony, and the table, and all his vessels, and all the candlesticks in his vessels, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offering with all his vessels, and the laver in his foot. And thou shalt sanctify them, that they be most holy. Whatsoever toucheth them shall be holy. And thou shalt anoint Aaron and his sons, and consecrate them, that they minister unto me in the priest's office. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Yisolele, saying, This is a holy anointing oil unto me throughout your generations. Upon man's flesh shall it not be poured, neither shall ye make any other like it. After the composition of it, it is holy, and it shall be holy unto you. Whosoever compoundeth any like it, or whosoever putteth any of it upon a stranger, shall even be cut off from his people. And Yahuwah said unto Massa, Take unto thee sweet spices, Stacy, and onycha, and galbanum, these sweet spices with pure frankincense, of each shall there be like a weight. And thou shalt make it a perfume, a confection after the art of the apothecary. tempered together, pure and holy. And thou shalt beat some of it very small, and put of it before the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation, where I will meet with thee, and it shall be unto you most holy. And as for the perfume which thou shalt make, ye shall not make to yourselves according to the composition thereof. It shall be unto thee holy for Yahuwah. Whosoever shall make like unto that to smell thereto shall even be cut off from his people. Last chapter for today, Exodus chapter 31. And Yahuwah spake unto Massa, saying, See, I have called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. And I have filled him with the spirit of Yahuwah in wisdom, and in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship, to devise cunning works, to work in gold, and in silver, and in brass, and in cutting of stones, to set them, and in carving of timber, to work in all manner of workmanship. And I, behold, I have given with him Oholiab, the son of Ahisamach. I screwed that up. Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, and in the hearts of all that are wise-hearted I have put wisdom, that they may make all that I have commanded thee. The tabernacle of the congregation, and the ark of the testimony, and the mercy seat that is thereupon, and all the furniture of the tabernacle, and the table and his furniture, and the pure candlestick with all his furniture, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offering with all his furniture, and the laver in his foot, and the cloths of service, and the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons to minister in the priest's office, and the anointing oil and sweet incense for the holy place, according to all that I have commanded thee, shall they do. And they spake unto Moshe. I'm sorry, I said Moshe. You can say Moshe, Moses, Massa. I try to make sure I pronounce it the right way. And Yahuwah spake unto Massa, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Yisolele, saying, Verily, my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you through your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahuwah, that doth sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death, for whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to Yahuwah. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Yisolele shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Yisolele forever. For in 6 days Yahuwah made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave unto Massa, when he had made an end of communion with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of Yahuwah. And that, our beautiful people, is our reading for today. We just read Exodus 29, 30, and 31. Quick recap: December 24th, 2019, the 27th day of year 2. So with that being said, beautiful people, let's go ahead and get out of here. So may Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and lift his countenance upon us and be gracious unto us. And may he give us his peace, his shalom, or his salama. Meaning what? Wholeness in every area of life. All that concerns us, he is concerned about. And he promises to keep us as we keep his commands. Even those times where we're not even keeping and we're completely ignorant of him, he keeps us because he's faithful. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see you in the morning. Peace.